Hello, Miss Brown here, your 8th grade pre-AP science teacher. Okay, y'all, so I have not done videos yet for this week, so I'm going to do them today. Okay, so I think I'm sharing my screen. I should be. So let's go to Tuesday because I want to start from the beginning of the week. So we're starting our brand new unit, Topographic Maps, which is awesome. So we're going to be learning all about topographic maps, which is a map that shows changes in elevation. In class yesterday, we made little topographic maps out of Play-Doh, which is awesome. So let's go. So essential questions, topic 3. So as always, let me get my trusty, dusty journal. Hold on one sec, y'all. I'm going to pause because I don't know where it is. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I found my trusty, dusty, trusty, dusty journal. Here we are. Okay, y'all, so as always, you go to, let me get rid of that recording thing. You go to the topic heading, so the heading page, which this time, it's on page 22. So what you're going to do is you are going to write the original EQ or essential question at the top, and then you're going to rephrase it at the bottom. So I would love for y'all to rephrase the words like scientist. Y'all can think of another word for scientist. And you know what topographic maps are, so you can talk about maps showing changes in elevation. Satellite views, y'all. So a satellite view is an overhead view. It's called a bird's eye view or an aerial view or an over-the-top view. Any of those work. And then, y'all, study. We got words for study, tons of them. And then Earth's surface. What does surface mean? Top, exterior, crust. So I want you to come up with a super smart way to rephrase essential question 3. And mini quiz on Friday. As always, on Friday, we have a quiz. It might be a little mini one like it is this week. And then the week after will be the bigger one because our topographic map unit is a little bit bigger. So we're going to do a mini quiz in the middle. So y'all, here's a topographic map. They're so cool. So what they show is they show changes in elevation, which is changes in height. Each of these lines is called a contour line. And contour lines are set up to show changes in elevation. So for instance, let's say that this contour interval is 100. That would mean that if this is 1500, the one below it would be 1400, and the one above it would be 1600. So it is set to be a certain distance that the lines are kind of measured. So for example, when we did our Play-Doh mountain, we measured a centimeter, a centimeter, a centimeter, a centimeter. So this way, each of those is set, and then how far apart the lines are determines how steep or how gradual the slope is. So if the lines are far apart, that means that it takes more time for the elevation to change 100 meters or 50 meters. So for example, these lines right here are all pretty far apart. So that means the slope is pretty gradual. It's just kind of like this, like it's going down pretty slow. Versus right here, y'all, like in Enchanted Rock where this blue little location pin is, see how close those lines are together? And this little X up top that says 1825 tells us that the peak of Enchanted Rock is 1,825 meters high. So whenever you see an X, they usually give an exact kind of peak height. But if y'all look, see how close these are together? That means that the elevation is more steep. That means that it changes elevation a lot more rapidly. So this hill would be very steep. It would be something like this. Versus right about here, where I'm showing with my mouse, would be something more gradual. So close together contour lines show steep, and then gradual, far apart contour lines show more gradual or less steep slope. Then you have what these darker lines are called index lines. And it's kind of like, y'all, let me grab a ruler. Oh, right here. Oh, right behind me. So it's kind of reminds me like on a ruler how you have these longer lines. So your eye can see that this is an inch, an inch, an inch. Well, topographic maps have the same thing, and they're called contour intervals or index lines, pardon me. So that way it kind of brings your eye to like the bigger kind of intervals. So maybe those might be every 100, and then the little ones in between would be 50. So it kind of brings your eye to those. And a lot of the times the darker intervals, if you follow them, like for right here, let me follow this. I'll wiggle my mouse so y'all see where I am. Right here. Oh, I forgot it does that. So right here, it's a darker line. And if I follow, it says 1500. So that way I know that that line is 1,500 meters. Sweet. So what we did, y'all, was we explored the Texas Gateway website. This is going to be a huge resource. This is going to be a huge resource for you. This is going to be a huge resource for you to review, study, and learn about topography or topographic maps. So you're going to give me 5 things you know after hearing me, or things you already knew, 5 things you want to know, and then you're also going to do 5 things you learned, and we're going to wait on the apply. How can you apply this? So we're going to wait on that. So what y'all are going to do is you are going to hit the next button, and you should have filled out your no's from that map up top, listening to me talk. And then what you're going to do is you are going to hit up this Texas Gateway website, and then you are going to fill out the rest of your KWL chart. You're going to save the A. So y'all, whenever you see it looks like this, like it's underlined and it's got this little box with an arrow, that means that it's a live link. And if you click on it, then it will bring you to the website. So let it go. It's going to take a little bit. Check out my scenery. We're at the beach today. And once it loads, there's going to be this awesome website, and y'all are literally just going to work through the website. So the good thing about it, I feel like that guy on that commercial with like the lazy neck, and he goes, "You look very nice," and she goes, "You look comfortable." My line is going a little crazy. Okay, so here is the website, and y'all are just going to go through. And like right here, you can click this little button. Enchanted Rock is in Central Texas, which is pretty cool. And then you just kind of look through, you kind of look at this information, and you're going to go through each of these 4. And then as you scroll down, y'all will notice that there's these little blue underlines, which is vocab. So if you click on it, hover over it, it will show you the definition so you can learn all about these words. And then y'all, as you go down, notice how I'm at topographic map rules, and my next thing clicks. So you don't even have to click on these, you just scroll. This is where y'all should spend some time because it talks all about contour lines, what they mean, the distance apart, talks all about that steepness and gradual slope. And then this is the application part. Y'all are actually going to read this topographic map, type in your answers. It will tell you if you're right or wrong, so that way you can practice. And then the last one is comparing satellite imagery to topographic maps. So you scroll through this, and they'll show you Mount St. Helens topographic map, and then they'll show you actual Mount St. Helens, so you can kind of see the topographic map compared to the actual landform. And then once you're done with that, 5K, 5W, 5L, and that was the lesson for today, y'all. So I am going to scoot, but you will see me in a minute, and I will do my lessons for Wednesday and today. Okay, adios, y'all. You fill my buckets each and every day. Overflowing. Bye, y'all.